it's pretty straightforward to download text data into Excel and make it usable. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go to the lab page, the web page, and I'm going to find this file, population.txt, and I'm going to right click on it and say Save Target As. Now I want to save it into my www folder, CSC 180 folder, Spreadsheets folder, and I'm going to leave the name alone, so it's going to be population.txt. Save. Now notice if we were to open this file, it's just a bunch of numbers. It's really kind of hard to read, right? But Excel can figure that out. To open this in Excel, you're going to want to go to the Start menu, find Microsoft Excel, and open up a blank spreadsheet, and then go to File, Open. Okay, from File, Open, you're going to have to navigate to find this file that we saved. And you're not going to see it. It's not there. Well, it really is there. You just can't see it because we're just looking for Excel files, right? So this is why we see this file. It's because it's an Excel file. You can't see anything that's not an Excel file here unless you go click on this button right here and choose that you want to see everything of all file types. There we go. Now you should be able to see population.txt. Now there's two ways of importing data. The first is something called Delimited, and that's the default, Delimited. And if I say next, it gives me options for things to look for to separate these two columns. Well, a space separates the two columns. Okay, so see how in this little preview window it's identified 3 columns. Now there's not really 3 columns, there's just 2 columns, and there's a space between these 2 words, so it got confused. If I go back, the other option is fixed width. So if I click that, next, fixed width is going to guess a line to draw. It's going to be a straight vertical line, so I could put multiple vertical lines if I want, though those aren't particularly useful. And unlike delimited, every line could have different number of characters in it, and it'll still figure it out. Fixed width, it won't, but that's okay in this situation. This is just going to say we're leaving everything alone. Finish. And here we go. Here's our data. Now notice you're not seeing this column of data. You're just seeing all these hash marks. That's because the numbers are too big to fit in this column. And so what we need to do is we need to resize the column. There we go. Do not forget at this point you want to save as, not just save as. Because we don't want to save it as a text file anymore. We want this to now be of type Excel. And then you can check at the top and verify it says population.xlsx.